If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 156 of My Player here on FIFA 15. We've been selected for the second international game. Obviously in the last episode we played against Russia and were able to get a 3-0 victory after, well, 3 was the number, the magic number in the last episode, wasn't it? 3 goals for us, 3 goals against Russia, 3 goals against Stevenage, 3 goals from Arsenal players against Russia as well. But hopefully we can have a similar performance against Scotland. Should be slightly easier than the game against Russia. No offence to anybody that's Scottish out there, but your international side isn't really on par with the Russians, unfortunately. And then we'll be playing in before an influx of dislikes from Scottish people, and we'll then finish out the episode with a game against Middlesbrough. Should we be selected? But I would have thought that we would be. If not, we'll play Liverpool. But yeah, things have been going very well for us actually in this this second full season here at Arsenal. We weren't first team last year. This year we appear to be very much first team, and we are close to hopefully getting ourselves up an extra rating as well. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, then feel free to hit the like button. It would be great if we could hit 500 again today. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel already, then definitely do so. I've got something big planned, or something big-ish planned for 70k. So if you aren't subbed and you want to be involved, definitely hit the sub button. But for now, let's jump into the game against Scotland, and we'll try and get ourselves 3 more points in the qualification for the 2022 World Cup. Johnny Russell down the right, gets it into Armstrong. We've got a man in the middle. Here's Shinnie. Can he get the cross in? Nice little 1-2 with Armstrong. But they're not going to score a goal if they just play 1-2s down the channels. That is a good cross though. Headers away. And we have the chance for a counter-attack here. Oh, Danny Welbeck's played me in earlier than I was expecting it. But can we burst around the outside of Armstrong? We can. Now, I've got Danny Welbeck in the middle. And I'm probably going to try and use him here. We'll try a Blurb spin to get in the box. Actually, I could go solo. Danny Welbeck makes the run. Gets out of the way. But Fox makes a good save. Oh, wow. Danny made the run towards me, which drew the defender towards me as well, which meant that I could burst past him. But, oh, nice little jump over the top of it as well from Danny Welbeck. But sadly, couldn't get the shot into the back of the net. It's a good corner. It's coming in. It's going to drop on the edge of the box to someone. It's to Flanagan. I told him to have the shot. Ah, it's a terrible one. Jordan Henderson. I'll call for it inside. I'll give it across to Danny Welbeck immediately as well. Make the return run, but Jordan Henderson is going to dink it into the box. Wilshere with that. Oh my days. What a header from Jack Wilshere. That is looped into the back of the net. I thought, well, I didn't even know whether... I couldn't tell from the trajectory whether it was going to go in or not. It was a really weird header. Jordan Henderson dinked it in, but the technique on that, he's really leant back and thrown everything into it, and that is just bent like an absolute beauty over the keeper and into the top corner. Ridiculous header from Jack Wilshere. Look at the elevation he gets on it as well. That's crazy. That's one of the best headers I've seen scored on FIFA ever, I think. Jack Wilshere makes it England 1, Scotland 0. Wilshere through to Jordan Henderson. I'm going to call for a through ball here. He's played it out wide to Curtis Obeng instead. He's got some options though. Still got Jordan Henderson in support. There's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain playing at CDM for this one in an England shirt. He's played at CDM a couple of times for Arsenal as well, but not too regularly in that position. We normally tend to play him out wide, but Danny Welbeck could be in. He goes down. Surely that has to be a penalty, and it is. Not a red card though. I think Danny Welbeck, well, it shouldn't be a red card. Danny Welbeck was headed away from goal. Shinnie is yellow carded. It will be a pen though. Who's going to take it? That's the question. We've taken a penalty for Arsenal this season, and it's going to be Danny Welbeck to take the pen. That's fair enough. He did win it in fairness, and he is a higher rated striker than me, so that's fair play. But chance to make it England 2, Scotland 0 just before half time. And we'll see if our Arsenal teammate can score another goal in an England shirt. We set him up for a goal in the game against Russia. Can he make it 2-0 here? He's taking his time with this run-up. Really is taking his time. Up he steps. Danny Welbeck into the top left corner. Almost the exact same square that Jack Wilshere's header touched the back of the net as well. England 2, Scotland 0, 38 minutes into the first half. Armstrong uses James Forrest on the right. He is very quick, James Forrest. They'll use Shinnie. Right back pushing forward, obviously booked for the penalty earlier on in the first half, but they could be involved in an attacking sense here, Scotland. James Forrest is quite tricky as a winger as well, causing Flanagan all sorts of problems, but we have managed to come away with it. Danny Welbeck is going to get it back to Adam Lallana. I'll call for through ball. I'm not sure whether I was on or offside there. May have just been off. We're continuing on, so we must have been onside, and a good save by Fox. Oh, and I can't quite recover my run quick enough to get to the rebound. That was a good opportunity, actually. I wasn't sure whether I was on or off, so I was a bit tentative or a bit delayed in taking the shot, but if I'd have taken that when I wanted to, or when I should have, then we probably could have made it 3-0 there. I'll call for the cross. It's not come from him, but it might come from Danny Welbeck. It has. Fox gets there with the punch. It's going to drop here to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He tries the shot, cleared away. Danny Welbeck makes it 3, but he's offside. Never mind. 53 minutes in, we stay at 2-0. Danny Welbeck, I thought I was offside. I wasn't. Danny Welbeck, though, just the wrong side of the defensive line. How close was it, though? Because there was a man in the middle that was quite deep. That really is quite close, but nice effort from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I wish that had gone straight in the top corner. Ryan Gold in the box, showing good feet, but can he get past John Stones? Yes, he can, is the answer to that question. Brilliant feet. James Forrest stands the cross up. Fraser brings it down at the back post into Stevie May, and they're so close to a goal back for Scotland. Inches away from finding that bottom corner. Really nice technique on the shot. A good move as well from them. Just tried to find that bottom corner, but if he'd have kept his feet, perhaps really planted his foot, he might have gotten a little bit more power on it and been able to narrow the angle a little bit more and actually find that bottom corner. That's the closest Scotland have come so far to a goal back, but as you can see from the top left, Joe Hart hasn't had to make any saves so far. Here's Fraser. Scotland with barely any time left now to try and get themselves anything from this game. It's a good ball into Matt Phillips though, but dealt with by Phil Jones just, and then cleared by John Stones. Wasn't the best at defending, a little bit rushed, a little bit hurried, but we'll try our best to continue to keep this 2-0 lead intact. Armstrong into Matt Phillips again. He's in our box now. Chance for a shot. Griffiths across to Cooper. He's drilled it wide. That's not full time just yet, but you get the feeling that that is the last chance that Scotland are going to have to try and get themselves at least one goal back here. Obviously, it looks like we're going to get 3 points, but goal difference could still become an issue for Scotland if obviously they aren't able, well, they're not able now to get themselves one back. So we'll take the 2-0 victory, and that's 6 points from 6 so far in World Cup. Russia's 2018, isn't it? In Qatar 2022 qualification, and we'll continue on then back to the Barclays Premier League, and hopefully we can continue to be in great form. Theo opening those legs up, but I'll call for a through here from Wilshere. It's played ahead of me, which is good, but tight support from the, or tight attention is from the defender, but apparently we can just run straight past him and into the box. There's a goal. 1-0 Arsenal after 15 minutes. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy to turn inside that centre-back. He seemed to keep up with me really well when we were running down the line, but then as soon as I turned inside, I think it's Kenneth Omarua, I might be mistaken, but as soon as we turned inside, he just couldn't cope with me. That's a left-footed shot into the back of the net, and Arsenal are 1-0 up. Here's Azami, out wide to Fortunis. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Kike into the box. Here's Reach. Whoa, side netting for Middlesbrough. Almost an equaliser there. If he'd have just been able to squeeze that inside the near post, I think it would have gone in. I don't think Chesney would have been able to get down to save that in time. Nice technique on the volley. Kept it down well. Just couldn't quite find the bottom corner. Middlesbrough threatening, looking like they're going to get an equaliser. Hopefully we can get a second sooner rather than later, so that if they do score, it won't affect the result. Here's Adam Clayton through to Kike. Back looking for Clayton, but Laporte wins the header very well. Here's Jack Wilshere on the counter-attack. Coquelin, a call for a lob through ball. Jack Wilshere gets it to me. We've beaten Kenneth Omarua by turning inside him once today. Didn't work that time around, and he had the better measure of me, but we'll try and get inside him this time. It's worked. We've got so much space here in the box. Where's all that space come from? I had the shot, but it's a really good save. I'm really annoyed at myself for not finishing that. It was just, there was like defenders all around me, and then all of a sudden, 5 yards worth of space. I couldn't finish it off. That's really frustrating. Nice counter-attack here, though, by Middlesbrough. They've got themselves up towards the edge of our box immediately after I've had that shot. Reach trying to work the ball into Kike. He has done. Kike getting it back to Reach. Reach again with a good shot, but that sliding attempt was well clutched into his chest by Chesney, and that takes us to half-time. Free kick for Middlesbrough. In a dangerous position if they can find a good ball in, which they have. Oh, they've scored as well. What a header from Kenneth Omarua. We had a brilliant header from Jack Wilshere in the game for England against Scotland, and then Omarua has popped up with an absolute beaut of his own. Perhaps made the mistake that let me in for my goal in the first half, but he has made up for it there. We said the free kick was in a dangerous position if they could find a good ball in, and what a header. Really, really impressive headers in today's episode. Unfortunately, the second one, in fact, that almost looked as if it came off Koscielny more so than Omarua. Can we see a closer replay? I think it kind of came off both of them, but Omoruo will claim it. That's Middlesbrough 1, Arsenal 1. We said we might need a second goal because we thought they might score, and we're going to need that now as Mesut Ozil comes on for Toral. That's definitely an attacking change. Maybe we can get a second sooner rather than later then and push on and perhaps get a third and try and get ourselves a decent victory rather than just scraping by. I will call for this again from Walcott, and I might hit it early. I'm not going to get the chance to, and Adam Clayton's going to get it away. Final whistle's gone then here at the Riverside. Middlesbrough 1, Arsenal 1. Disappointing to let that lead slip, but to be fair, the quality of their equaliser was very, very high. But still, really annoyed that we weren't able to get 3 points there. But we did get 3 points in the World Cup qualifying group stage for England, though, I suppose. So at least one game went well for us today. We had 7 shots, apparently, in that game. And the side as a whole only had 8. So that's, everything seemed to go through us in that one. A lot of those shots were well blocked, though, so I don't know whether you'll have seen all of them, but that is going to bring today's episode to a close. Currently sixth in the table with Arsenal. 2 games won, 2 games drawn, still undefeated, same as Chelsea, Spurs and Liverpool at the top of the table. 4 points clear of the top, though, but only a single point outside the Champions League spots. And that's the main aim here at Arsenal this season, is to get top-end European football for next year when we're going to use all those attribute boosts. So that'll bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, as always. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you might have missed over the past few days. And of course, as always, I'll be streaming Football Manager tonight over on Twitch as well. So follow the link in the description to take you to my Twitch channel and follow over there. Follow me on Twitter as well if you don't already, and on Instagram, and add me on Facebook. And I'll see you next time.